All right guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a very special guest. We're gonna be playing a match against the world's tallest professional golfer. This is James Hart. You're the biggest competition I've ever had.
This is the biggest match of my life.
You were 6'9", 180 pounds. Crocodiles versus alligators.
Yes.
Which has worse vibes?
I think you just hold out. He's gonna hold out. Oh! That was sick.
And we're gonna be doing a little 9-hole match play video. You had kind of one of the more bizarre misses of Q School. One of the most insane stories I've ever heard.
Yeah, it was tough. So I was playing first stage in Albuquerque. Ended up missing by 1 shot after I got a 2-shot penalty for my marker for getting to sign my scorecard. Yeah, a bit of a heartbreaker. So we'll have to wait until next year to give it another go.
360-yard par 4 here. Anything else we should know about this besides the fact that you can take a little bit off of it and still probably drive the green?
So it is like 50 degrees, so that's not happening today. But we're at Shady Oaks today, which is my home course. Absolutely love it out here. First hole's pretty straight away. Yeah, we'll both be able to carry the cross bunker. We get to tee off from a putting green that rolling at like 11 on the stump, which is pretty unique. But otherwise, what you see is what you get with this hole. So let's see how we go.
Are you kidding? You should be allowed to hit it that far and straight.
I'm just happy I managed to do that on camera first up.
That's crazy. I'm probably not going to outdrive James a whole lot today. Get it out there as far as we can, because that's what our best friend Scott would want us to do.
That's the only way to play golf.
Yeah.
You hit it hard.
Yeah, it's got to hang right there.
That should be okay. It could get a good bounce off the tree. What we know is it's closer to the green than it was. So we'll find it and we'll hit it again.
That's true. By the way, this video is brought to you by Land, Air & Sea. More on that in a minute, but for now, let's get to this first hole. Well, Jalen, we have found ourselves under a shady oak. I have a 7-iron in hand, 90 yards to the green. I'm just gonna bump it up there and hope I can get something on the green inside of like 30 feet. I'd be pretty happy with that. Oh, that's just unfortunate. Caught one little limb right at the end and just got swatted. That's gonna be a very tough bunker shot.
Yeah, so I have a clear shot. I got 84 yards to the pin, with Ben being pretty much screwed. I might just be a little bit more conservative. Green should be spinning a ton after 12 inches of rain last week, so let's see.
Good shot. Beauty. It's like the green's running away from me right like 3 feet short of the flag, but then it's right towards me 3 feet short of the flag also. This is hard. This is a hard shot. I'm gonna hit a 50 degree, try to get a little bit of run on it. Yeah, try to dump it on the green, see if it releases, maybe it's close, force Jane to make that putt.
Not bad, that was a tough shot.
I got an 18-footer here for par. Kind of need to make it. James he's more than likely not going to 3-putt from there. It looks like a pretty straightforward birdie putt. Oh, and I left it short. Dang. They were so fast on the putting green.
Ben Haddon is afraid of success.
That might be an accurate statement.
That speaks to deeper psychological truths, which we will uncover later in this episode. What you call a match play lag.
That's what you call a commentator's putt. All right, well, James takes a 1-up lead through 1 hole. Look, you hate to see that if you're me. If you're James, you love to see that. So it's halfway a great hole, halfway.
Yeah, so hole 2 at Shady Oaks, par 4, I don't know how many yards, probably like 440-ish. So you can go basically at the first tee. So the second hole runs parallel to the first hole. Up the left should be good. It'll leave you with a very short iron in to the green.
No flare. That's so good. Nice. Yeah, good ball, James. I'm gonna try to follow him. I'm sure I can carry those trees as well. I mean, he told me I can.
Beauty. That's giving me yards, folks. Easily giving me yards.
Did I outdrive James? I feel like I found my golf swing. And if you're trying to find things all the time, then you might want to check out the sponsor of today's video, Land, Air & Sea. This here is the Land, Air & Sea 54 tracker. It is small, lightweight, fits pretty much anywhere. I put it in my golf bag. When I travel, this is how I know where my golf clubs are at all times. It doesn't need a phone to connect to. It's not like an AirTag, it doesn't die. You can recharge it, that's great. It has geofencing, so if it ever leaves a parameter in which you set for this 54 tracker, you get a notification on your phone, and it tracks itself via GPS satellite. It's also magnetic, so you can stick it to anything that's metal. Like we mentioned before, fits right here in the golf bag. So if you're somebody who's going on some boys trips later this year, winter's coming up, you know, you're gonna spend some time at some airports, wanna know where your clubs are at all times, Land Air C54 tracker is gonna help you out. Go check it out at the link in the description. Make sure to use promo code HADDEN50 to get 50% off your entire purchase. Back to the video. 112 yards.
You can see that slope at the front of the green.
Yeah.
Anything short of that spinning off the green.
You heard the man. 50 degrees, just gonna knock it down. Kind of part of the reason I picked 50 degrees as well, just try to control the spin a little bit. Oh, a little.
That's gonna be, might be in the hole.
Oh, sit. Oh, sit. Don't do the thing.
No, it's
okay,
good.
Thank goodness.
I thought that was gonna straight up disappear. I outdrove Ben by a yard, which I mean, makes me feel pretty good about myself. I'm gonna hit the same shot. I can easily get a 54 there, but the way the greens are reacting after so much rain, if I can pitch it just behind the hole and have it stop as opposed to spinning back, I'll be pretty happy. So, trying to do basically exactly what Ben just did.
Right.
Yeah, that is what they call a members bounce. Okay, so we hit pretty decent shots, I'd actually say. Ben, a little bit better than I did. He's got about 10, 11 feet, whereas I've got about 15 feet, so second hole's turning out to be a lot more competitive than the first one was.
I'm trying my best, guys. I'm gonna try to make this competitive.
Turns out I too am afraid of success.
Maybe James can see the future of what this putt's gonna do, but I don't believe him. I think I'm gonna make it. I'm playing this about a cup out, just give it decent pace. I wanna get this there. After the last hole, just really wanna get it there. We rocked him. We sure got that ball to the hole. All square, the match, heading on to the third hole. I got a driver in hand on this, with a 340.
Yeah, it might be a little bit long off the back. We'll figure that out once you put up the distance of the hole right here. You can get straight to the green if you hit a good one. It's a little chilly today, so I don't know if we'll get all the way there. But if you go middle of the green and you come up short, it's gonna roll down about 30 yards.
I think I'm gonna take driver just up kind of the left edge of the cart path here. I feel like that's probably a pretty good line.
A little spinning.
That's pretty much exactly where we're trying to hit it though, yeah?
Yeah, that's gonna fly the bunker, so you'll be fine.
Perfect.
You're gonna have maybe 30 yards to the green, so.
We love that.
It looks like he hits a little bit of a draw with his driver. I hit the opposite shape, so I'm gonna start it. There's a tree just on the left of this green, which is kind of my starting line, and then just try and work it to the middle of that green.
A little bit. It's gonna be in that valley ascent you were talking about, right?
Unless it's wet enough that it sticks there, but
okay.
Yeah, more than likely it's gonna trickle down.
So I'm not trying to get in your head right now, but you wear a watch, same watch as me, the Phoenix.
Yes.
Do you ever have an issue with it reflecting off, the sun reflecting off of it onto the ground near the ball?
Yeah, it's actually happened a couple times. I will say, because I haven't taken it off in probably 4 years, like
that's
it's
pretty good.
Pretty horrific.
And you can know, and the best part is
yeah,
you can see where the holes in the
strap are. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Like I've picked up on it a couple times in tournaments, but so I essentially use it to track how much I need to eat during like tournaments and things like that, just so that I don't get tired by like day 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And that to me is like more useful data than the 1 or 2 times it's going to reflect off the sun.
Cut this one a little close, Bird. We covered that bunker that James said easy. Easy, you cover that bunker. Covered it by, looks like about 12 yards. We got 66 yards, playing 69, nice. And yeah, just kind of hit a stock dead-handed pitch. Should release out to the hole pretty nice. Oh my God, did that almost dunk? Oh. Well, hey, check it out. So I've been working with Scott a lot, and one thing he told me to do is just sit on his GC quad and hit dead-handed pitch shots. And I did that for like an hour, and I grooved this like 67-yard shot, and that went just about 67 yards. So shout out to Scott, and try that out actually.
I really can't see anything.
Yeah, the camera is not going to do this justice.
There's a couple trees behind the green, so I'm going to just try line that up with a pin. 40 yards to the flag, playing 8 up. So see if we can get inside Ben.
Actually, I'm going to go up there.
I don't think you have any idea how fast I really am.
All right. Yeah, that'll do.
That's pretty good.
So when it helps being 6'9" is you can almost see up a 15-yard slope.
It says everywhere online that you're 6'10".
Yeah, it also said online that I weigh 370 pounds.
Where did it say that? Yeah.
At some point I was like 6'11", 365 pounds. Because I think the issue was my height was listed in meters.
Yeah.
And kilograms, my weight.
Yeah.
And America doesn't know what that means.
You're like 6'9", 290, is that about right?
6'9", 265.
And you're 6'5", 225.
I'm 6'6", 240. Every time you come up, I'm basically just like, oh, it's LeBron.
So I'm
6'9",
same height,
265.
same weight. Exactly the same.
So
I can just jump a bit higher.
Is that how you were able to see the flag from down there?
I just basically was like, I'm gonna dunk now. So then I jumped and I saw the pin.
That's so cool, man. All right, I got a 10-footer for birdie. Start this thing a cup out. Please break in. I don't think James is missing that. Oh, we needed that. I feel like we really needed that.
My sister the other day discovered that LeBron and I are the same height and weight.
Same specs.
Yeah, and she literally was like, why don't you look like LeBron?
That's the reason that you're so fascinating to me, is because you kind of answer the question, what if LeBron decided to play golf?
Yeah.
Do you have $1 billion?
Do I have a billion? Yeah, and I think it's completely different muscles at work. Like I can't compete with LeBron on anything to do with running, jumping, probably weightlifting as well. But like golf, I would hit the ball much further than he does. It's just a completely different combination of muscles, yeah. All right, so I've got a 5 feet down the hill, breaking quite a lot off the left. So I hit a good shot, but it's a tough little putt. But I need this to stay even with Ben, who is on a heater. And just a lesson for the kids at home is you never leave the table when you're on a heater. So it turns out it's not left to right. How did that not break?
I would have never
dead
read it. I
straight.
would have never read it to do that. Wow. Okay.
Well, evidently I also never read it to do that. So the YouTube golfer goes 1 up after 3.
That's correct.
Yeah.
We'll see how long this lasts, but I have taken the lead. This is great.
Still does not have a par on his scorecard.
I don't
so.
have a par yet, and we'll try to keep it that way, I guess. Well, this will be interesting. Bubby has my 2-iron. I'm gonna hit James's 3-iron here and see how it works for me.
Short uphill par 4, the last golf cart on the right, anywhere from that to where the flag is.
Is a good line?
View money, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Go.
Oh, that should still clear that trap.
Please.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, we're chilling.
So because he used a ping club, the miss hit still went really far.
Okay, all right.
Right, so same club. Again, I'm gonna try hit a little cut, starting it on those golf carts, finishing it on the left edge of this cross bunker.
That's so good. Yeah, great ball, James.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, there is a difference between me hitting that golf club and then somebody who that club was fit to hitting that golf
Yeah,
club.
this, like most of my bag, is not made for literally anybody else.
This would be an interesting, like, if you played against like Chandler Phillips, he's like the antithesis of you. He's a shorter guy. It'd be interesting to watch you guys play a match where you swap clubs.
Oh, I think it would be better for me than him. That flag is 3 short of middle. You can still pitch it 16 yards past that flag and you could spin it back to pin high.
That's good to know. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then for that reason, 106 playing 114. I got a 50 degree in hand. I'm just gonna hit this thing full right at the flag. I think it's downwind. I'll probably just hit it smooth actually. Should work out pretty good. 105 out, hitting a 50 degree downwind. This is a course. This is a golf course. Oh, catch a piece.
An intimidating golf shot.
It's what's crazy is like James can see the pin, like the bottom of the pin from here, and I can't.
Okay, so we've got 83 playing 89. I'm looking to play this like a 97 shot, to be honest, because if I can pitch it like 8 behind, it's probably going to suck back all the way to pin high. Because short of the flag is just no bueno. Stayed right of that flag.
Yeah, that's smart.
After what could be a debacle for Ben.
Crocodiles versus alligators.
Yes.
Which has worse vibes?
Oh, crocodile by far.
I agree.
Yeah.
I feel like you give me an alligator and he's kind of like just a jolly fat guy. Oh, I did catch the green. Let's go. Like an alligator gives me like Santa Claus vibes a little bit, like ho ho ho, but then the crocodile is like the Grinch.
Crocodiles suck.
Crocodiles are bad.
Like if they bite you or catch you, they don't even kill you. They drown you and wait for your body to decompose because they can't chew. Like they're just bad dudes.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
I didn't
They
know
are
that.
just bad dudes.
And now you know that.
Short of this flag, there's a massive false front that can actually, your ball can spin back probably 60 yards off this green. Like where I pitched is probably, what would you say, like 50 feet maybe past this hole?
It's 45, 50, yeah.
Yeah, between 50 and 20 yards past this flag, and I've ended up pin high. So it's a bit of local knowledge. We both have a look at birdie, so it's just going to come down to that flat stick.
I took a look. That doesn't look very fun. I'm glad I'm not in that.
Don't jump.
I'm glad we're here instead with a 25-footer for birdie. I'm just going to play this thing about a foot out. Speed is very important here. If I get this thing going past the hole at all, we're probably going to have about a 25-footer coming back. Ooh, I'm not going to lie, that was scary. Thank you, James. Much appreciated.
But that's what makes Shady Oaks are good as the course isn't long at all. I think it's like touching on 7,000 yards, but the green complexes are so intricate with the amount of slopes. Like this flag is basically on the crest of 2 converging slopes, so it doesn't matter which side you putt from, behind the hole it's always rolling away from you. So it's always keeping you on your toes, even if you hit good shots to like 15 feet.
Oh, that is good, sir.
You're a kind king.
I think that was about half the length of the putt you gave me.
I'm just gonna wait until we like play 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna make you putt like 2.5 footers. Haven't hit one the whole day.
No, that's fair actually. I was playing the Kansas Am one year and this guy was giving me like 6 footers to start the day, and at the end of their match he had made me putt like 3 2-footers in a row to win holes, to like win the match, and I was like, wait. Yeah. 199 playing 189. Between a hard 8 and a soft 7.
Yeah, this is one of the best, like John Peterson, who most of the viewers of this channel should actually know him from For the People podcast and his golf career. He's claimed it for a long while that this is the best par 3 in North Texas, which I tend to agree with. I haven't played many par 3s that are better than this. So it's a really good hole. 3 is a great score, especially when the wind is blowing, which it luckily isn't today. So let's see what we can do. Oh, stay.
That's bunker.
Might not, might be over.
Oh, that's so kind.
In my life, I've never seen someone split the edge of that green in the bunker. What was that? Soft 7. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to try cut it up a little bit. The right-hand side of this green tends to slope, so it gives you a little bit of leeway. But the ideal shot is a couple yards right of this flag, so I'm going to try split the pin in the edge of the bunker and then just cut it to just right of that hole.
Great swing.
It needs to go though.
Spin left. Oh yeah, get out of the shade of the oak. There we go.
Pretty stoked about that.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question you've been asked probably 1,000 times.
Yes.
When did you like hit your growth spurt?
10th grade.
Okay.
I grew 6 inches in 10 months.
Jeez.
My swing plane changed every 5 weeks.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty horrible, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it sounds like it was pretty painful.
Yeah, I think it's okay if you're not playing too much sport at the time. So if you had to speak to like a PT or doctor, they would never prescribe you to carry a heavy object far away from your body, right?
Yeah.
Which is all you do in golf. All the rotation is far away from your center of mass, and growing 6 inches was brutal. When I was freshman at TCU, I weighed 180 pounds.
You were 6'9", 180 pounds.
And then I got injured, like I had a bad back injury. That's why I left TCU, and that's why I never try to get big. I just try to get strong. So
my freshman year in college, I think I weighed like 165, and now I weigh 205. And that all just came from like, again, not lifting to get big, just trying to not get injured all the time. Because I had back problems, I had all kinds of issues that just came from, I think, being too weak to swing a golf club.
Like if you apply a ton of force and you don't have a lot of mass, like the forces on the system are going to be a lot tougher to deal with.
Well, I got a 33 footer here just off the green. Not sure how it's going to come through here, but I still like putter over chipping. Just got to trust it. It's pretty downhill, probably a decently quick putt. Put the right speed on it and hope it gets close to the hole, if not in. I feel good about that putt. I know you're probably not going to give that to me.
There's still a bit of pizza in that box. The whole green runs right to left, but the start of my putt's on a left to right slope. So I'm reading it's going to get kicked out a little bit in the beginning and then hopeful to just trickle it in. It's going to be a pretty quick putt.
You need that move?
No, you're good. If I hit that, I need a new job.
Oh my.
Golf is fun. We love golf.
That was a good putt.
Putting's luck.
Putting is luck, yeah. Bubby talks about that all the time. So does Luke.
So does Scott Fawcett, actually.
So does Scott Fawcett. Except for these. You should probably make these.
Well done.
Thank you. Couple of pars there on one of the more beautiful par 3s I've ever played in my life.
Really good hole to make a 3 on. This stretch on this course is actually really good. And the 6th hole coming up is probably the most difficult hole on the golf course driving wise. But it's a really good stretch. It's 4, 5 and 6 through the middle of the front 9.
I got driver in hand, 420 yard par 4. Just gonna blaze one up the left edge, just try to cut it back. What a beautiful hole, wow. There's the flare.
What was the line on that? If we find it's going to be interesting.
Okay, cool. That's good to know.
Yeah. Is your full name Benjamin? Your mom calls you Benjamin?
My mom calls me Ben, unless I'm in trouble.
I was going to say, yeah. So Benjamin has just hit it
I am in trouble. That's
where elephants go to die up on that hill. So it's now more important for me to hit the fairway. We're on the 6th hole of what we've intended to be a 9-hole match. We'll see if we're going to take it further, but yeah, the play for me is there's a bunker in the middle of this fairway. If I hope to start on the left edge of that bunker and finish it basically on the right edge of that bunker. It's just a really good driving hole. Oh, but joining you, Benjamin.
not quite as far right.
Those are going to be super interesting.
I'm still calling you James. You're not quite in trouble.
No, when I'm in trouble, James Hart is what my mum calls me, and then I'm like, yo.
Well, we got 153 here, and we took a little YouTube club length. We were sitting on top of a rock, and I hit a little punchy 9 here. A little bit of a downslope, so it should help me stay under this tree. I'm just trying to put one on the middle of the green, really. Not trying to get aggressive. Pin's kind of tucked on the right side. If I put something on the green here, I'll feel pretty happy about that. This might be the best shot I've ever hit. If it sits down, sit. That might be a cajillion yards deep. Came out so hot. That's probably way deep. Frick!
This looks fun.
Yeah, so I have ended up in this bunker, and my options are plentiful. I have none. The only thing I can do is just get it back and play, then give myself like a 40-yarder, 50-yarder pitch shot up the green. This isn't ideal, but that's golf, you know. So 55 yards back in the fairway. The shot I'm going to play is a lower flighted shot, pitching about 5 yards short of the flag, one hop, and then stopping pretty close to it. Managed to do it pretty well, so I think a 4 is going to win the hole in the end.
Oh, he just picked it up. He's throwing it back.
So my ball went just over the green. Turns out there's out of bounds just over the green. I'm conceding the hole. I don't think there's
He is conceding the hole, but I did also hit my pitch shot to like a couple of inches. So I did make a 4, which I feel really good about.
That's a good 4.
Maybe even better than what I feel about winning the hole. So all square after 6, but a couple birdieable holes coming up, so let's hope there's a couple fireworks lined up.
I'm a little bummed about that last shot, to be honest, because that was like, it looks so good coming off the face, and you just immediately realize that's a flyer.
Yeah, that's the stupid thing
That's a
about
flyer.
golf is you can hit like skanked shots, like thin in the teeth that roll up to like a foot.
Yeah.
Or you can strike an iron shot really well and hit it out of bounds.
172 playing 182. Maybe 7. Maybe 7. A little chilly, a little uphill, a little end of the wind.
This green is well known at Shady for being arguably the wildest green we have. Like that left side, you can hit it 45 feet left of the flag and you could end up in the hole. It's basically a ski slope on the left. Up the inside left of the green with a fade is going to be my play, and then just have a trickle down. 20 foot would be a great shot. Now I'm going to have an absolutely ridiculous 2-putt from there, down about 3 tiers. So one of those tiers might be my own.
Nice.
That's good.
That was really good.
Wow. Just a wordsmith. I think I'm just going to split the difference between the flag and where his ball went. Yeah, just hit 8 iron. See if we can hit close.
Yeah, beauty. Go. What was that? 8?
8,
Yeah, that's going to move.
Love it. Boy, I really wish we had a B cam right about now.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like I'll be able to actually hit my putt backwards, and it'll still get to the hole.
We got we're gonna just drop this right here, kind of where James said. This is what, probably 70, 80 feet from the hole.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. You weren't kidding. That's crazy.
But that's where I pitched. So that is 55 feet left of the hole, and just caught the entire slope, and now we got 20 foot for birdie, which is what I was hoping for. So
33 footer, a little uphill, a little left to right. I kind of see like an old cup just out to the left of it. I'm gonna go left edge of that. Get halfway there, come on. Like,
similar length putt, a little bit shorter, probably 25 foot, more pin high than Ben was, so I'm gonna have a lot more slope. Left to right are probably turning close on 2 feet. Yeah, so it's all about the speed on this one, which it is for most putts.
great putt.
See what happens when you call it early.
You called that so early. That was audacious.
Gotta be bold.
Must play boldly to win.
Yeah, because if it works, you look really cool. Coming up on the next hole is a par 5. The line of where we want to hit our tee shot, like he's probably not going to believe me, but it's 100 yards right of where the fairway is off the tee.
Through 7 holes, James and I are actually all tied up, and we now made it to the 8th hole, 610-yard par 5. We're aiming about 100 yards right of the fairway. I'm seeing these bunkers here. I looked at the overhead view. It looks like the line is like 60 yards right of these bunkers.
I'm not kidding. If you want to pan over and you show them that bunker, and then you pan over and you show them that Aston Martin in the garage.
With the license plate. Show the license plate.
Yeah, do the license plate. But that's where we want to finish our drive. So because of this tree off the tee, you got to start it on those bunkers and then move it like 60 yards.
So is that going to be so good?
No, that needs to move.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
So that's probably going to be just through the fairway. Like, you can move it as much as you can. Because I've played here so much, I would hit driver just knowing how far right the out of bounds is. Like, the out of bounds line is that white construction skip.
Way.
Yeah.
Okay, well that kind of frees me up a little bit.
Yeah, no, you can move this thing as much as you want.
Oh wow, here we go.
Just watch out for the block, because then you're hitting this tree.
And also watch out for the draw, because that's also a possibility.
That's money.
You serious?
Yep. It might even be still through the fairway.
That's crazy.
Okay, so back on the tee, when I was talking about mine needed to move, I caught the bunker up the left of the fairway. Ben moved his a ton, but he's probably 20 yards ahead of me just because of the angle. But so this hole now for him has become super easy, whereas I'm forced to lay up out of this bunker and try and make a birdie the hard way. Please fly that bunker.
Oh, that's the thing you just hate to see.
Yeah, I mean, you don't, but...
Well, I got a 5 and 6 iron in hand. We have 224 into this green. A little bit downhill, a little bit of a downslope. And depending on where the flag is.
Should be back left. You see that bunker behind the green?
Yeah.
You can hit on the right edge and it'll still get to the middle of the green.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going 6 iron. Yeah, just right where James said, right edge of that bunker behind the green. And just hope we strike it. If we can strike it nice, it should get all the way back there. If not, still pretty good chance to make birdie.
Oh, that's a great shot. Oh, stay. If that's got the legs over that bunker, it's going to be really good. Yeah, great shot.
Wow. Game of inches. I just got this belt in the pro shop. Shout out to James for paying for it. I'm going to pay him back, but for now, shout out to James for paying for
That's
it.
totally my belt.
And yeah, got the Shady Oak. It's a khaki belt, which typically I wouldn't wear with gray pants, but I was too excited I could not wear it. So shout out to Shady Oaks for taking my money and giving me a belt.
Okay, so I have 111 yards. My layup found this bunker. So fairway bunker shots, long fairway bunker shots, like this 100 yards, tend to come out a little bit hotter if you make good contact, because you're trying to strike the ball first. So I'm going to hit a shot that's like a 97-yard shot, because if it comes out 5-6 yards hotter, it's going to take a skip and it's going to get back to the green. The goal here is to give myself a reasonable chance for birdie. 20 foot would be fantastic. Am I in 3 bunkers on 1 hole? Yeah. I don't think I've ever done that. I've got a feeling Ben's going to win this hole. Okay, so I'm going to have to try hole this.
That is so good. And then I got incredibly lucky here. Look at where this ball landed, right on the knob here. I feel like if I'd have landed a yard farther, it would have just shot forward off the green. Lands a yard shorter, it's probably going to stick. That's some luck right there, folks. Sometimes you need that when you're playing against a DP World Tour Sunshine Tour player. Yeah, it's the DP World Tour, dude. Okay. It's a shipping company. About a 25 footer if I had to put a number on it. Little uphill. Uphill right to left. I'm looking for a reaction from James because I've gotten this wrong a few times.
A little bit up.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the help. Yeah, 25 footer uphill. It's probably gonna be slinging from right to left. I'm gonna play this thing about 3 feet out. Good speed. I mean, an eagle here would be nice.
Only gone and done it.
Oh, so close.
That would have felt nice.
Yeah.
Through 8 holes, I've actually taken a 1-up lead. That means I'm dorming. So,
But this is a perfect example of match play. I've made 8 pars in a row. In match play, the name of the game is birdies. That's what's going to win you holes, as you saw when Europe amazingly beat America at the Ryder Cup.
does South Africa?
We root for Europe in the
Fair.
Ryder Cup.
That's fair. You just hate America. That's crazy. That's crazy. You hate America. Comment below if you think James.
Bro, I'm trying to get a passport. I don't hate America.
395 par 4.
395.
What's the card?
I've driven this green before. I feel good about myself.
Well, you averaged 373 off the tee, so that...
Yeah, that's at elevation.
I don't care, that's crazy. Well, I'm gonna try to average 373 on this one. Into the wind, cold day.
Perfect.
That will work.
Perfect. If that flies that left bunker though.
Oh, no shot. That
You don't think
might
so?
be short of it. Yeah, that was horrible.
That bunker's at like 260.
Might be short of it.
Well, I'm gotta make eagle a birdie to get back to even par, and then convince Ben to continue the match in the back nine. So.
Is that perfect?
It's gonna be just like short of the left greenside trap. And by short, it could be like 40 short, but it's fine.
I just went to give James a high five, and it was like, dude, I do this to people all the time. I do this to like shorter people all the
So you
time.
bully people.
Yeah, and now I'm being bullied.
Okay, it's just the way the world works. The world is a
But
circle.
actually, let's see it. So okay. Well, we've entered the nightmare zone. Got a 75 yarder here. Gonna just hit a lob wedge, and like James said, this is kind of like one of those where I'm gonna play like a 72 yard shot, try to catch ball first. It's gonna come out hot. If it goes past the flag, that's actually cool because there's a slope behind the flag that I would love to see my ball rip back off of.
Benjamin Haddon. I think you just hold out. He's gonna hold out.
Oh!
That was sick.
Is that gonna spin back into the bunker?
No, you're probably like 15, 20 foot, but that almost jarred it. Great shot, buddy.
Thank you.
Hate to see it though.
You do. Yeah. Do you? Do you hate to see it? Have you subscribed to the channel? Oh, you haven't? Like, if you're not, just if you could, that'd be great. Because we're going to keep putting videos out like this. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And you're going to want to be around for it. So hit the bell also.
Okay, I've got 55 yards to the stick. It's a little tucked on this angle, but still bomb driver. I have the shortest club in. Gonna pitch this at the hole. It's gonna take one hop forward and then hopefully spin back into the cup. It's a little right, but we'll take it. Should have about 10 foot for birdie.
We did almost jar it. That thing had to have come mighty close to going in. Instead of that, now we got about a 20 footer for birdie, which look, not complaining. This was a very good shot from the bunker, but how cool would it have been if it had just disappeared.
It's kind of good deal to hold out on camera.
For real, it's crazy. Shout out to Matt. Did it again.
Okay, we got 17 feet for birdie, a little down the hill. Gonna move a touch off the right. So I adjust my aim point for my putting based on the speed of the green, so it's a little bit downhill. Aim point's gonna be about 2 foot short of the hole. I'd say like 4 inches out right. See if we can roll it in.
Yeah, you've been rolling really good putts all day that just haven't been able to find the bottom of the cup. I have a feeling on the back nine that might just change. So if you guys want to see that, be sure to tune into the back nine. We're gonna keep this match going. I'm 1 up right now. I've got this putt to go to 2 up, 2 putts to tie. And then we're going to 10, and there's actually a crazy story about 10 that I am so excited to tell. I'm sure James knows it also. If you want to see that, again, subscribe to the channel. That video will be coming out in just a couple days. Oh, I hammered it. Sit. Oh, we both hammered it.
How about we do what?
You want to do the thing?
The thing?
You want to go
Good.
You want to go good?
Oh, we go good.
Let's do it. Well, that's the end of the video then, folks. James, again, thanks for coming on to the channel.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And thanks again for coming on to the channel on the back nine.
Yeah.
That's going to be cool. If you want to see that, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Go follow James on Instagram. We're going to link his socials in the description.
Yeah, hopefully I can win the match in the back nine, because losing to a YouTube golfer, people are going to give me some shit about that.
That's it. Video's over.